What's going on, everyone? And welcome to the second episode of this best podcast. I'm your host, Krish, and today, welcome to the special Halloween edition of the podcast. So, today we'll be discussing Halloween in general and something else that's also special that's happening on, surprisingly, Halloween. And that is, this event is also known as DIWALI, which is celebrated once a year, mostly at the end of October, beginning of November. 5 days long it is, basically. But I'll get into that later. But now let's get straight into the episode, starting off with Halloween. But before we get into all of it, please subscribe. Please subscribe and follow us on all our socials, YouTube and Spotify. So let's begin. So Halloween is something most people celebrate, and I do as well. It's fun, entertaining, and free candy from strangers by just saying trick or treat. Or just straight taking candy with bowls left outside by the lazy owners who don't feel like handing it out, and straight giving it to the kids and teens alike. Yeah, mainly for kids, but obviously teenagers because we're still youth. Of course, some people grow out of it, some people still do it. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's awesome. Even adults do it. I know. That's insane. I've heard about it, but never seen it actually. Um, but trick or treating is just good, It's you knock on someone's door or someone's in front of their house and you just go trick or treat and you get the candy. And you just go about the other houses and continue getting more candy and then fill up your bags or pillowcases and then come home and unbag it and boom, there you go. Lots of candy to go through, which is awesome. Um, but when it comes to Halloween, there's also the decoration, and that's also fun. Decorating is fun, even Christmas, but in my opinion, I say Christmas is better. It's Christmas, what do you expect? Um, but near where I am, there's a street right by Yorkson Creek Middle School that, wow, is just fantastic with all of the um, decorations around the street. Not every house does it, but most of the houses do, and that is the spot to go to for Halloween. With everyone alike, kids, mostly kids, you see lots of kids there. All saying trick or treat, all going to visit the houses, and it's awesome. The way they set it up is just awesome. If I had a picture, I'd put it on screen, but I don't because I haven't gone there myself yet. So I'm waiting for Halloween, as we speak tomorrow, to do it. To go there and go trick or treat, maybe get candy, free candy, man. What do you expect? Yeah, but it's basically the hot spot for trick or treaters, and it's also just an attraction for people who aren't trick or treating, but also just want to go take a walk and go visit and see what this neighborhood did. But sometimes at the end of every Halloween, there's block parties, of course, at that Halloween street, everywhere else as well, and a lot of people light their fireworks, and that's awesome. It's so fun doing it. It's just the signal the end of Halloween, end of an awesome night. You light fireworks and boom, 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 boom. It's just beautiful. Lighting fireworks is just so fun. You just have to be really careful doing it, or else, boom, something's gone. But obviously, a lot of times, whenever it's Halloween, it's a school night, or it's barely a weekend. But having on a school night, it sucks because once you're done, you're trick or treating, and it's like 9 p.m. You go to elementary school or middle school or high school, and your parents like, nope, down, go to bed. You have school in the morning. No candies for you. You can get all sugar deprived the next day, or save for the weekend if you have obviously parents who don't want you having any sweets and be on a diet till like the weekend. And it's still interesting, and yeah, but yeah, it's candy. Parents are strict. You don't want to get cavities or get anything else. The sugar. Um, but oh wow, I'm tired. My bad, guys. But with candy, just when you get it and you go home, just check it or get your parents to check it, because sometimes they had people put, like, what do you say, like, what's it called, when you're trying to dig in on your favorite, like on your sweet candies, just check it to see if there were at least like any of them tampered with, because anything can happen if they're tampered with. Oof, you can tell because obviously it's person ripped it open. You put the certain thing in there. Sometimes there can be drugs. Sometimes they drug it, which is crazy. Or there's like secret candies that are like identified are basically drugs, but as the label is an actual candy. But it's not. It's a trick. Trick or treat. It's that 50-50 possibility. People legit take the trick into fruition. Um, but it's insane though. It's insane. It's fun. I really like Halloween, but I like Christmas better. Halloween is just something you could do once a year. It's a quick setup, and then Christmas is just one big thing. Like November 1st, every fucking Mariah's gonna come out. Mariah's gonna spawn out of the frozen ice cube, start singing "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Then we enter the full-on Christmas times. It's November. We're building the Christmas now. It's gonna get intense. And don't worry, there will be a special Christmas episode coming in obviously December before Christmas, or I don't know. Yeah, somewhere between there. Um, but I think that's it for Halloween. So I'm probably missing a few parts, but I don't really care. But sorry if you do care. I am not getting that deep into it. But now, here we go. Now here's what we were talking about earlier. Diwali. So let's start to get into it. So Diwali is also known as the Festival of Lights. So this year it lands on October 31st, right? Halloween. That's why I put it in this episode. So for the people who don't know what the meaning of Diwali is or what it's about, I'm going to kind of explain it to the best of my ability, but some of my information may not be actually accurate. So you can go online, go on YouTube, and go check and research into other things. It's a good learning experience. Um, just keep looking and see what you can get. But hey, um, so kind of Diwali is it means it's the celebration of victory of light over darkness. Good beats evil. Good basically beats evil. Yeah, what I just said. But it's usually around 5 days. As a whole celebration itself. It's a 5 day event. You stay vegetarian for the 5 days, and then Diwali is obviously the big ending. It's Festival of Light. Um, oh god, I'm going again. My bad. I'm very tired. You can tell. So obviously after Diwali, if you don't want to be vegetarian anymore, like it's a choice. It's obviously it's mandatory. I think basically. It's obviously part of the culture. So once Diwali is over, yeah, you can go back to your regular habits of like if you want eat meat, then you can go eat meat, and like you can go back to your original routine of food and diets and all that, and regular meals and diets and such. Um, but Diwali is primarily a Hindu festival as well. Like, but there is variations of Diwali that are also celebrated by like a lot of other faiths. But there's obviously like yeah, a lot of other faiths also celebrate it, like Punjabi, like Sikh community, many more. Of course, it's Diwali is a big thing, but it's mostly a Hindu festival. I'm Hindu myself, so get to celebrate that as well every year, which is awesome. Another thing on is that Uh, every time it's Diwali, you must have all the lights on in your house. Of course, a festival of light. So, but you must have all your lights on in the house. Everything must be on. Nothing should be off. But Diwali, we have amazing dinners and yummy and amazing sweets, amazing yummy sweets. Um, there's a lot. It's a lot to go through. Yeah, you just get really high on sugar by Diwali itself. Jalebis are something else, though. That is just jalebis are just something. Jalebis are like wow, just wow, just insanely sugary. But then there's like a laddu, barfi, and the butterfi is my favorite. I'm yapping a lot here, but what do you expect? I said this, so I'm gonna yap a lot. It's a good. I like it. It's really good. But other than the food, I guess stop with that. Stop talking about that and move on. So with the Wali as well, we also light things known as diyas, and they are small, clear little lamps that we light either with oil or with candles. We light it with candles mostly, and then you put them around your house, but mostly around them outside, stairs, your front porch, and such. Um, and obviously, but usually around 5:30 to 6 p.m. we have our main big prayer for Diwali. And obviously at the same time we start setting up the diyas around our homes. And yeah, it's kind of like not that much, but it's a little bit. I won't give a full explanation because I'm not good. I'm not fully memorized it myself. But you guys can always go ahead, just go research and go learn something new if you guys don't know what it is and what it's about. It's a good time to go research. It's awesome to learn. It's awesome to learn. It's awesome to see the culture and see what it's about and what the people do. Well, that basically kind of wraps up the Diwali part of it. Um, so you're wondering, what is all this gonna be about? It's just so I seen Halloween's the next day after after this episode drops, and hey, let's make it a Halloween episode. But hey, Diwali's the next day too, so we make Diwali. Obviously, put that into the episode and see where it goes. But obviously, this is how it goes, and continuing to do better on the podcast. Obviously, with what I said in the description of the first episode, was very sorry about how I sounded. I was extremely tired and the audio was terrible. Hopefully this time the audio is better. I don't know. I'll have to see obviously when it's editing and such, but hopefully everything goes well, editing goes well, and I have this out quick on Wednesday, which is today, right? The 30th, and tomorrow's Halloween. And I'm excited for Halloween, of course. We have like pumpkins out, and me and my family carved our pumpkins. We have it out, and we didn't set up decorations this year because um oh yeah, I was gonna get into this because I am going on vacation the next day. Um, so next week there will not be a episode on November 6th. There will be no episode at all that day, no episode next week because I won't be able to record or edit a video or update it because I will be obviously in vacation, so I'll be off for a week. And once I'm back, I'll be straight back onto it with episode 3 in production and have that finished and be out on the Wednesday after next week. And you guys can finally get more podcasting and stuff. So that's good. That's good. This will be more obviously when I'm back from vacation, recording, editing, boom, out. Once that's out, good. Then we continue that role. Like what I said in the first episode, obviously, production will get better. The more people that will come in to help with the podcast, obviously, it will change up with production sounds and everything else. More guests, more hosts, like maybe another host, and see where everything goes. How everything will come together soon. That will be awesome. And soon, the camera will be on. Not right now. I am answering a comment right now on this episode. I'm not gonna turn the camera on just yet. That's gonna be a little bit of a wait. So the more the podcast that goes through, and obviously soon, hopefully we get like a setup, an actual like room setup, and have a full on crew and everything, like a little crew, and just have a setup where you just interview people in the room, with the cameras and everything, and then all that and such. So hopefully it just works out like that. But yeah, that's basically a lot of it, of what the future could lie, even though I already specified a lot of it in the first episode. Just want to go back to that, just mention it again. And just wanted to say that on top of it. But Halloween, back to Halloween. I don't know. Carve pumpkins, decorate your house, make it all scary and spooky. But also, what's awesome with this holiday is not really a holiday, it's an event. You can, like, on the build of the Halloween, just watch scary movies, just watch horror movies. Like, I don't like horror movies. I get scared very easily with them, and I get a lot of nightmares. Yeah, I'm admitting that. Dude, I'm someone who doesn't like horror movies. Like, I'll watch some, but not all. There's certain ones I think I've seen. I've seen It, and that scared me enough where I'm like, okay, I hate clowns. And that's where I got my. I've always hated clowns, but It kind of signified that and grounded that down. It's like, oh yeah, I hate clowns. Literally, I'm scared of clowns. And who wouldn't be scared of clowns? Like, it's interesting. But Halloween's awesome with a lot of things. But what I think is how it should be and what it should be about. Halloween is nice. I like Halloween. Christmas is better. I'll be on a long episode for that one. Soon. Probably in December, I'll probably do that episode, but it'll be probably on the Christmas special. That one, I hope obviously have a guest. I think I did say last episode there will be a guest on this one. No. So, no. Maybe episode 3 will have one. Maybe. But depends on who I get. Obviously, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, leave a comment down below, DM us on Instagram, and just ask, like, hey, can I be on this episode of the podcast? And obviously, I'll think about it, and I'll like, oh yeah, sure. Just let me know when you're free. I'll let you know when I'm free, and then we get this recording done, and then we can obviously mention each other, and then we obviously do what is going to happen on the podcast, and we'll see what happens. So obviously, in the next episode, we'll hopefully have a guest. I'll try my hardest to get a guest. So don't worry, we will get a guest soon. The first 2 episodes, just me, right now. So in the future, maybe in the next couple of weeks, obviously get a guest, not a host. It's only me, for now. And obviously get a guest, get more guests, and obviously see how many guests we can bring in through all the episodes. And obviously, we'll have big milestone episodes of like episode 50, episode 100, and then bump it up more. And then just see if I continue to work on this as well. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. Obviously, basically same length as the first episode. Probably will be like that for a little bit, and then extend it longer. But I really hope you guys enjoyed listening / watching this episode, and listen to me talk about Halloween, DIWALI, and a lot of random stuff as well. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and message us if you guys want. Any of you guys want to be a guest or maybe consider to be a host, then yeah, we'll talk for sure. So, anyways, you guys have a great rest of your days, a good Halloween. I'll see you guys next 2 weeks. Obviously, no episode next week, just a reminder. And then I will post that as well. Reminder that there won't be an episode next week. It will be an episode a week after. But everyone, take care. See you guys soon. Subscribe, like, follow. Take care, everyone. Good night.